Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Osereme, and in today's video we are going to be making this beautiful dress. Now this is a beginners friendly tutorial that we started last week. In our last video we went step by step with the pattern drafting of this tutorial, and today we're going to be sewing. So if this is something you're interested in, you definitely want to keep on watching, and if you're still yet to subscribe to this channel, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button and let us get started. Alright guys, so from the last tutorial we drafted the pattern for this and went ahead to cut out both the front and the back pieces together, and then went ahead to cut out lining for all the pieces. So now we're going to go ahead and get started. If you're still here to see the pattern drafting tutorial, please go ahead and check it. This is the thumbnail, so it's easy to find on the page. So now I'm going to be starting with the yoke pieces. I already cut out the yoke, and you can see I had 1/2 inch stitching allowances all the way around, and I had to cut out two pieces, one to serve as the front and the other to serve as the lining. So what I'm going to do now is place them together, right sides facing each other, and I'm just going to go ahead and pin around the neckline and around the curved area of this yoke design. So after doing the neckline, I'll just go ahead and do it all the way around here as well. So now once you're through with this, what you're going to go ahead and do is stitch here and here on the sewing machine. So this is what I had after I was done stitching it down. I'm just going to go ahead and trim off the excess allowances that I had around. I stitched down with 1/2 inch. So I'm just reducing it, as you can see, so that I will turn this over to the right side and then go over and iron it out. So just like you see me doing like this, turn it over to the right side and make sure to iron it out before you continue, because you can't continue like this. You can see how it's looking weird. So you need to iron it out to stay in place. So this is what I had after I was done ironing it out, and it looks really clean. This is what you should have. Now I have my neckline at the top and then the curved neckline at the bottom, and you can see how it's going to align with the rest of the bodies for this dress, right? So I will turn the yoke area upside down like this on the bodies, on the upper bodies, as you can see I've done, and then cover with a lining like this. So this way you're going to finish up the upper part, so you're placing the yoke nicely. So I'm just going to go ahead now and pin all the way across, as you can see. So this is the neckline. So when you're done with this, you will now have an opening, the keyhole neckline on the yoke, and then you can now go ahead and pin the other side as well. You can see where I'm pinning the other side, and I'm just going to stitch it down. So I'll stitch this area straight and then this side here. Now for the back part, it's really very simple. I'm just going to place the actual fabric and lining together, right sides facing each other. So I'm just removing the pins, as you can see. So you place the back and then you place the right lining like this. And what you're going to do, you're going to stitch around the neckline, around the center back, and around the side. Okay, neckline, center back, and side. You will do that for the both parts of the back. So after stitching down the front, the areas that I pinned, and turning it over to the right side, this is what I have. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead now and do is I'm just going to fold the front piece into 2 equal halves and bring in my pattern paper again to just mark the area where I want the dart to be. Okay, so I'm just making a notch on the actual fabric. You know, we marked this on our pattern paper before when we were drafting, so it's just very easy to just place back your pattern paper on the fabric as it is. This is the back piece that I'm working on right now. So you see I have stitching allowances on both sides, and I just make my notch here. Now for this front piece, I'll just place my pattern paper directly from the center front and then go ahead and cut it out like this. That would be the area where my dart would be. So I'll just go over and stitch down the darts for both the upper and bottom part. Now the dart has been stitched down on this upper part of the front, and this is the skirt part of the front. Dart has been stitched down as well, and this is what it looks like. So as I've turned it over, you can easily see where our darts are. So now I am going to be joining the upper and bottom part of the front together. As you can see, I just turned it over, right sides facing each other to align, and I'll just go over to the sewing machine, and what I'm going to do is to just stitch down the areas that I've pinned. So this is the front part. As you can see, I've stitched down the area that I pinned just now, and you can see what it looks like. So I've also gone ahead to do the exact same thing for the back pieces. What I did was, you know, the back pieces would usually be two because you have the both sides and we're going to have a zipper. So I aligned them as they should be as well, and then stitched them down, upper and bottom pieces together after stitching down my darts. So now the next thing I want to do is to join the shoulders, and I'm going to place my pieces together, right sides facing each other on the shoulder, front and back like this. And I'm going to use one of the lining to turn everything over. So whenever I use this method, it always comes out really neat. So it's very simple. You just place the two of them together, right sides facing each other. Use one of the lining to turn everything over, and then just go ahead and pin it down. When you're done making the straight stitch like this, you will notice that it will look really neat both on the inside and in front. So I will go ahead and do the exact same thing for this other side as well, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it's been stitched down now, and this is what the front looks like, and this is the back. So this method allows you to have it looking neat both in front and back of the shoulder. So after I was done with the shoulder, now you can see I'm trying to arrange the bodies of both the front and the back. So instead of having two pieces at the back, as you can see, and making it kind of difficult to work with because they are flying around, I'm just going ahead to pin the zipper allowance area of the back together so that it will be easy for us to continue sewing from here. Okay, so if you have pins, go ahead and do this. It will make it very easy for you, and you can see what it's looking like right now when I align them, so that when it's time to fix our sleeves, it will be very easy. Now to fix our sleeves, it's very easy, but I'm going to do the design that is on this particular sleeve. I've already gone ahead to stitch down the bottom of our sleeve. It's very simple. Just fold it by about 1/4 of an inch and stitch it down. Now after that, I'm going to use an elastic to pass through this area like this. I'm literally just going to stitch it on top of it, but I will need to mark the area where I want the elastic to be. So I'm going to be marking 5 inches from the bottom of my sleeve. So as you can see, I'll mark it all the way up. And once I'm through with that, I will go over to the sewing machine and I'm going to start sewing. So I'll place my elastic from one end and I'm going to stretch it out as I sew, so that when I'm done, it will give this gather effect on the sleeve. I'm going to do this for the both sides. So guys, after I was done stitching the sleeve, this is what it looks like. And you can see what it now looks like over in front. So it's already coming out and it's looking nice. Now to tie this sleeve, I went ahead to create a band. I'm going to be showing you guys how to place this band later. It's going to tie around this area that we have an elastic. Now this band that I have here is about 29 inches long and it is 1.5 inch wide. Okay, that is the measurements that I use for this band. I'm going to show you guys how to use it later, but for now, let's go ahead and attach this sleeve to the bodies of our dress. So I've marked the center of our sleeve, so I'll match it with the shoulder area of our bodies like this, and I'm going to go ahead and pin it down. So I will go ahead and pin my sleeve all the way around the armhole of the bodies, as you can see, and I will just go over to the sewing machine and stitch down the areas that I am currently pinning down right now. So we'll stitch it down like this and then do the same thing for the other sleeve. Now another thing you would do is, remember that center back that I told you guys to pin down earlier? Now you're going to bring in a zipper and you're going to mark where you want your zipper to stop. Please make sure it goes down below your waist, okay? So I've marked where I want the zipper to stop and I'm just going to mark all the way down like this. What I will do is, from the upper part to where the zipper will stop, I'll fix a zipper, and this other side that I marked with a chalk, I will just go ahead and stitch it down. So guys, this is what the sleeve area looks like after it was stitched down, right? Always remember to iron. And then for the center back, the zipper has been fixed on the upper part and then the other area stitched down nicely. So this is what it's looking like on the inside. Always iron, always make sure to iron. So now that we're through with this, next thing we want to do is, you can see I've aligned my pieces. I've turned it over to the wrong side to pin down the sides. So from the armhole area, from the sleeve area, I'm just going ahead to pin this down. And I'm going to do it all the way through to the body. So once you're through with that, you're going to go over to the sewing machine and you're going to stitch down the sides. For this, you're going to need to use your body measurement. So on the bust area, you use your bust measurement, and on the waist area, you mark your waist measurement. On the hip, you mark your hip measurement, and then use all of that to stitch down the sides. Now, remember when we're drafting, we gave this 1.5 inch of stitching allowance. I can just decide to use that to stitch down the sides, okay? But it's best to always measure again to be sure exactly what you should use. So once you're through, go ahead and stitch down the sides. And on one side, I'll just leave a little bit of space so that I'll be able to add the bottom part. So my loves, this is what it looked like after I was done stitching it down, turning it over to the right side and ironing it out. This is the sleeve area. Now remember this band that we made earlier, right? You're just going to get the middle of the band and you're going to be placing it here on your side seam, exactly on that area where you have your elastic, okay? So you just pin it down here. What you do is you can either go ahead and stitch this down on the sewing machine or use needle and thread to tack it there. So when you put on your outfit, you can then tie it to give it the design that was on the original dress we are trying to recreate. So this area, you just have to stitch it down or tack it down. So that's it for that. Now it's time to add the bottom part of this dress that is going to be pleated in. Now, this is going to depend on how long you want the full dress to be, okay? Now, if I measure the shoulder down to this hem area of the upper part, what I have is 29 inches. Now, if you want your full dress to be like 43, depending on you, that would determine the length that you'll be using for the black part. So for this black part here, I'm using 16 inches, okay? So that's what I will attach to the upper bodice to give me the full length for this dress. Now, when it comes to the longer part of this fabric, this black fabric that you're going to be placing, it should be at least maybe 3 times the measurement you have around the hem that you're going to be placing it on. This is going to help you have enough room for gathers, okay? So once you've done that, place the black fabric right sides facing each other on the upper bodice. That's the yellow one I'm using, like this. And then you're going to make big pleats, okay? So I made a big fold here now. As you can see, you can do it to this other side, and this is what it will look like on the other side when you're done. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pin this down. This is very simple. So I've done it for one, and I'm just going to fold in. I will make sure that I have the same type of fold, okay, as I'm going. So the more you fold, the more it will be looking like this. It's ironing that will give it that shape. All right, so first of all, you fold all the way around the hem, and then when we iron it out, we'll be able to have that beautiful shape and have the pleats standing. So I'll fold it in again like this, as you can see, and just let it go in like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and pin this down. So I'll do this all the way around. So can you see what it's looking like in front? If you check it after pinning and you don't like how it's folded, how the pleats are, you can loosen and redo it before you go ahead and stitch on the sewing machine. So I'll do this all the way around the whole hem and then go ahead and start ironing it out. So I've already started ironing it out here. As you can see, that was after making the stitch all the way around the hem of this dress, right? So what I do is I fold it in like this, and then I just go ahead and use my iron to press it out to retain the shape. So you press it all the way to the end. It looks easy, it is easy, but you just need to be very patient with it. So you have to do it all the way across. So after I was done all the way around, this is what I have, right? It's very simple. So this is what it looks like. I went ahead to fold the hem. We have our sleeve looking nice. All you have to do here now is tie it up when you put on this dress. And yeah, that's basically all for this tutorial. Honestly, guys, it is very simple, but it will help you to gain a couple of skills as a beginner. So once you're through with everything, just go ahead and stitch down this side from the inside, and there you go, you're done making this dress. And this is what it looks like finally on our dress form. So yeah, that's all for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you find it helpful, and we'll definitely be seeing you guys in our next one. Bye.